morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is Monday, January the 13th. This month is going by. I hope and pray, excuse me, everyone had a peaceful night's rest and a good night. Those that work at night, I just pray that God kept his arms of protection around you and your family as he did my and my family. I thank God for all he has done for each and every one of us. So, today I will be talking about love. Love is, it could be a difficult word to say sometimes. I know growing up, I didn't hear the word "I love you." My grandmother, my father, I didn't hear that word "I love you," and I wouldn't say it because I didn't. It wasn't a word that we said. So I would hear, as I got older, how, parents would say to their children, "I love you." And I didn't grow up grow up using that word. So I showed my children that I loved them instead of telling them that I loved them. I wouldn't say it often. I wouldn't, I didn't grow up getting hugs and showing affection, from a parent, from a grandparent. I didn't get any of that. I got disciplined a lot. I was very bad, doing different things growing up, mainly in school and talking back, things like that. I never got praised when I did something good. When I came home with a good grade, I didn't get job well done, awesome, whatever. I didn't get any of that. And me getting a good grade was really great for me because I didn't get good grades often because of my learning disability. I didn't get good grades. So when I got a good grade, I was happy. I was ecstatic. I was like, yes, I can get good grades. And as throughout school, I didn't get good grades all the time, but I did pass my subjects with probably a C, and I did my best to bring it to a B or to an A, but most of my grades were C's. I did get some B's and maybe some A's at times, but and I didn't when I got a C, it was nothing that, oh, keep trying, keep doing it, you got it. None of that. I got none of that. And when I had my children, we learn from what we're taught. If we're not taught a thing, we don't know how to do it. So I wasn't taught how to show "I love you" to a parent. I mean, not show, say it to my parent, my grandparent, my siblings, my children. But then as I got older, I started saying it more because I was around people that showed it to their children. They would hug their children and "I love you," different things like that. So I started learning how to do that. And, now I tell my children, they come give me a kiss. Ah, mom, they give me a kiss or hug me or whatever and love me. And I thought that if I buy my children things that they want when I could afford it, buy them things that was showing them that I love them. That's what I took it as, that I love you. If I buy you this that you want, I love you. But it's not in buying things. It's in showing and being there, telling your children, "I love you." Telling your parents, "I love you." Your siblings, whoever it is in your life, "I love you." Because we never know when we won't get that time to say "I love you." There's going to come a time that we won't be able to tell them "I love you." Like I said previous video, I grew up without a mother. My mother died when I was 7. I don't know how it feels to have a mother. I don't actually miss her because I didn't have her that long for me to know who she was. I know she was my mother, but I miss the fact that I never had, not that I never had, I didn't grow up with a mother. I miss the fact of missing those days, missing those opportunities, missing those moments. I miss that because I didn't have a mother. And every one of you that have a mother, cherish your parents. Cherish your parents. I have my father still here. He's in a nursing home. I go see him as much as I'm much as possible. And like I said, love is an action word. We really have to tell, and not only tell someone that you love them, you have to show them that you love them through the things that you do, not necessarily buying things. But not necessarily buying things. It's how you treat the person. You can't tell me you love me and you treat me horribly. You treat me like I'm low as the dirt. You can't possibly say you love me and you treat me that way. That's not love. I don't know what you call that, but that's not love to me. If you love me, you can't constantly want to stab me in my back talking about me. That's not love to me. If that's your definition of love, so be it. And like, if you're in an abusive relationship, I've never been in an abusive relationship, so I can't really talk too much on it, but I'm talking about the love part. Your partner can't possibly say they love you and they beat you every single day that y'all are together. That's not love. That's a form of control. They want you to walk down the way they want you to walk. They want you to say the things they want you to say. That's control. And if you divvy from that path a little bit, then that's a beating. That's not love. That's control. And those of you that are in an abusive relationship, I pray that you find a way of escape. I pray that the Lord gives you a way of escape. I pray that God delivers you from that abusive relationship. No one deserves to be beat. No one deserves to be beat. Whether it's a child, whether it's an adult, no one deserves to be beaten. And I just hope and pray that you can get out of that relationship. That's not love. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. God loved us so much that he sent his son to die on the cross for us. And it wasn't easy. I'm sure it wasn't easy for him to go through everything that he has gone through. The beatings, the spitting on, the whippings, the talking about, the everything that he has gone through. We know in reading the Bible that God went through, Jesus went through so much for you and I. He went through so much, and I thank him. I thank him so much for going through what he did for us. He could have called angels down. Take me out of here. I don't want to do this for these people. They don't deserve it. But he died on the cross. He died on the cross for our sins. So one day we be able to reign with the master. If Jesus didn't come, if God didn't love us so much that he sent his son, where would we be? What would we be doing? We wouldn't have a chance to reign with the master one day. We wouldn't have that chance. God showed love to us that he sent his son. He watched him get whipped. He watched him get abused, and he felt everything, I'm sure, that Jesus went through. But I thank him for sending his son to die on the cross for you and I. That's love. That's love. We even in love, in a relationship, in a marriage, in a friendship, sometimes we in relationships, friendships, different organizations, wherever, and there are times that we don't feel love. when you know someone is maybe talking about you, a friend is saying something about you, a family member is saying something about you, and you know it's not true, instead of coming to you and you just develop these thoughts like, they don't love me. I don't feel love. I don't feel that. I don't feel love from my core, my family. I don't feel love from that. Then you try to, maybe some people go off and try to find love that they're missing from their core. They start maybe using drugs. They start smoking. They start sleeping around. It's different things that they start developing because they don't have that love in their core. The core I talk about is the family. That's where you get your strength from. That's where you develop from, is your core. When we are born into this world, we are born into a family. Mother, father, whether they're together or not, you're born. You have to have a mother and father to to be born. I'm not having a health lesson, but you need a mother and father, and that's your core. That's your core. And if, as you grow up and your core is shaking, we all have dysfunction in our family. Everybody, no family out here doesn't have dysfunction in their family. We all have dysfunction in our family. But as you grow up and you feel as though that you're not getting that love, you never had that love, and you may see your friends in school, in elementary school, see how the parents are loving to them, to their child, and you're sitting back looking like, man, I wish I had that. I've been there. Man, I wish I had that. I wish I could get that. I wish someone loved me. So many years I didn't feel love from my my husband, from my parent, from my grandmother. I didn't feel love because of the verbal abuse that I got. I didn't get, I got beatings when I was little, young, because things I did. That's what they did back then. They whipped you. I got beatings with extension cords and all of that. And but I'm still here. Thank God I'm still here. But to go through feeling unloved in a family is difficult. And I grew up with learned behavior. I took on the behavior that I was taught. I was taught, not taught, what I saw done. What I saw done. And I started bringing it to my children. When I started having children, that's all I knew. That's all I knew to do, was to do what was done to me. And I understand that that wasn't the right way to go. But if you don't know how to do something differently, if you're not taught how to do it, then what are you going to do? You're going to do it the way your parents did, your grandparents did. That's what you're going to do. And I had to understand that that wasn't the correct way. Not bashing them, not doing anything. But sometimes we learn from our mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. And I just want you to be encouraged to know that you are loved. If no one tells you or no one has told you lately, I love you. I love you. God loves you. Jesus loves you. There are so many people out here in this world that loves you. Loves you, loves you, loves you. I love you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I might not even know you, but know that I love you. I wouldn't want to see anything happen to anyone, whether it's a stranger or whether it's somebody I know. I will go out my way, not only tell you I love you, I will show you, and I have shown people how much they mean to me, how much I love them, how much I cared about them. And it wasn't only me buying things for someone. I am a nurturer at heart. That's my makeup. I'm a nurturer. I want to make sure everybody is okay. That's something I need to make sure everybody is okay. If I see something or if I hear something of someone, whether it's a coworker, whether it's someone that I know, I hear in the store or something that they're maybe going through, I think in my mind, what can I do to help this person? I can pray, number one. I can pray, and I do pray. But sometimes I'll be like, is it a resource? What can I do to tell this person about? Because I want to make sure this person is okay. I want to make sure this person has what they need And if I can give it to them, and if I can help them, I do. I try my best to help everybody that I come in contact with when I know a situation. If I know a situation, I try to help. I really try to help. And I get kind of not down and not upset. I get kind of like, yeah, I guess upset. I get kind of upset because if I can't fix it, if I can't help that person, I get kind of upset. And I say, Lord, just help this person. Send someone that can help this person. Send someone a resource or something, someone that can help this person as they go on. That's what I do. That's what I do. But I try to help everybody. And I had to understand that by me wanting to be there for everybody, first of all, I had to be there for myself. I had to take care of myself, because how can you take care of someone else and making sure someone else has what they need if you don't love yourself, if you don't care for yourself? I've been through so much things that even relationships that after a while they didn't love me. I knew they didn't. But they would say it out their mouth, but their actions were different. So I knew that they didn't love me. And I had to understand, like, that's not for me. That's not for me. That's not for me. Let me move on. Let me go on. And love myself first. When you're hurt in a relationship, whether it's marriage, whether it's you're dating, whether you're courting, whatever you're doing, when you're hurt in a relationship, it breaks you. It's especially if you really loved that person. It breaks you. It really breaks you. And you have to understand that, let me love myself. Let me love on myself for a minute. Don't jump out of one relationship because you seeking that love. You're looking for that love. Don't jump out of one relationship into another one. Sometimes if you're in a relationship and God removes the person from you, let it stay gone. Get into yourself. Find out who you are. Find out what you like. What's broken in you, and develop it. Start building yourself up. Start building yourself up. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Because if you love yourself, the next time you get into a relationship, you would be able to know what to do. Not saying that you did anything wrong. Don't get me wrong. Not saying that you did anything wrong. But once you learn yourself, love yourself, you won't take things. You won't take everything from someone. And the next time you get in a relationship, you can teach that person how to treat you. Show that person how to treat you. Because if you go into a relationship and they slapping you around, like on the first or second time you seen them or whatever, and then you stay, no, that's an abusive relationship. Don't get into that abusive relationship. If they're cussing at you or cussing you out and not respecting you, don't get into that relationship, because it's not going to end good. It's not going to end good. If they don't respect you while you're dating, while you're courting, and then you go on and marry them, oh, I'm going to change them. You can't change anyone. Been there, tried that. You can't change anyone. If the person is who they are when y'all meet, and when y'all start courting, dating, whatever you want to call it, know that person is that. That's who they are. And only God can change them. You can't change any individual. The only person you can change is yourself. You got to dig deep inside of yourself and change who you are. Don't change who you are for somebody. Change who you are if you need to be changed for yourself. Just like working out. I'm not going to go work out and lose weight because somebody said I'm fat or I'm too skinny. I need to gain weight. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it for my health. My health issues. If I feel as though I need to lose 5 pounds, I'm going to lose 5 pounds. If I feel as though I don't want to lose no weight, I'm not going to lose weight. I'm going to do it for myself, because once you do it for yourself, then it will last. If you're doing it to get this person or to keep this person, you're going to fall off the wagon many times. I want that cake. I'm going to eat the whole cake instead of a slice. I'm going to take a slice out and give it to you, but I'm going to eat the rest of it. If that's what you want to do, then you do it. You have to do things when you want to do them. You can't bash somebody and say, you need to lose weight, this, that, and the other, and think you're bashing them and that's encouraging them. That's not encouraging them. That's having them go deeper and deeper and deeper into I've lost the word. Deeper and deeper into a depression, number one, and into what is the word? I lost the word. I can't even remember what the word was. I had to come back. Deeper into a depression and not wanting to do it. They just want to go until you keep calling me fat. You keep calling me fat. You keep calling me this. You keep calling me that. And then they go into themselves, and then they get into a depression, and we don't understand why they're in that depression or why they're in that situation until maybe if they're able to talk about it, then you'll understand. But this video was speaking about love. Love, love, love. Love God, number one, first and foremost, because he's the maker of the heaven and the earth. He's the one that gives us breath, life, and everything. If it wasn't for him, where would we be? We wouldn't be breathing. We wouldn't have the use and activities of our limbs. We wouldn't be able to do anything. But thank God for sending Jesus to give us the Holy Spirit, to give us the comforter, to give us the one that leads and guides us. Thank God for sending Jesus to die on the cross, to be able, so we can go to ask God to forgive us from our sins and our shortcomings, iniquities, and whatever we've done that wasn't pleasing to him. So this video, I just want you to be encouraged. I hope I said something in this video that encourages you, that motivates you. Just know I love you, and have an awesome, awesome day. Until next video, this is Paula with Potting Around with Paula. Love you much.